Hello, pile number one. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's message or spirit are guiding for you guys today. Let's see here. We have career advice. So pile number one, this is going to be the reading for you guys today. We're going to go ahead and just take a look at the generalized energy. So guides, guardians, universe energies in service of the highest and greatest good of those who have come to view pile number one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just got really hot energy. So you guys could feel like you're a little bit stressed or under pressure. You guys could actually be finding yourself about to walk into a time where your passion and your creativity is going to open back up to you. So you're going to feel much more inspired, driven, or motivated towards making positive career shifts is what I just heard. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm just going to go and grab my chest full of written channeled messages. I'll be right back. So for pile number one, please, let's take a look here. What is it that Spirit are wanting to highlight to you about your career? We have self-expressive, and then we have enlightenment. So you guys are going to be going through a cycle where you are realizing what it is that you're wanting to actualize, materialize. Even though you guys feel like you are lacking support, so that might be why you feel like you're a little bit stressed. You guys might have felt like you were overworked, having to prove yourself that you were worthy of walking this career path, or working this career path. I don't know. I couldn't hear. We have big goals and ambitions. So yeah, you guys have an optimistic and idealistic creative ability. You have a progressive and expansive mind, pile number one. And this is something that you guys are going to learn to build more faith in. The thing is, you guys have a vision that other people can't see yet. Which means you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You just start putting into action what it is that you're intuitively or instinctively being guided to do and put into action. And then your results will speak for you. The support that you really need is the support and belief in yourself. You don't need other people believing in you and in your career, your vision, because at the end of the day, what they see and what they believe isn't as important as what you see and what you believe in, because it's you who's orchestrating and creating, which means it's your relationship with yourself and your confidence and faith in what it is that you're doing that is most important. And I feel here you exposing yourself or forcing validation by proving yourself is counterproductive to your progress right now, because it's the more doubt you're experiencing from people outside of you, the more it's interfering with your own self-belief, because the doubt and the judgment from others outside of you are dampening the belief and confidence that you have in yourself to execute your desires and your outlook in your careers, pile number one. You see, so this is asking that. It says all talk, no action. You won't be able to see it because my fingers are in the way. All talk, no action. So what this is saying is depend more on yourself right now. Prove to yourself what you are capable of. Never mind everyone else so much. And this will lessen the importance of other people's opinions, or kind of protect the ability of their interferences in what it is that you're trying to pursue, create, or manifest in your career. So we have slow moving, and then we have unexpected. Whoa. Unexpected fame, pile number one. So this is pretty much saying keep focusing on what it is that you believe in, because you are going to get to where it is that you want to go, and you will experience a popularity around your career. And this is just saying, you know, don't focus too much on what everyone else is saying, because the more you give what they're doing power, the less power you are putting into what it is that you are doing. Does that make sense? It's scattered energy, in other words. So what is it that Spirit are illuminating as important around the focuses of your career right now? Remember how powerful you are, and I am reborn. So this is saying focus on yourself. It's just reclarifying what we were talking about. This is saying that yes, you are in a space that is unfamiliar to you, and yes, you might feel like you are alone, and you might feel like there are people who believe in you but aren't providing you with the sort of support that you might need. This is saying you don't need support, you need the support of yourself if you do need support. This is asking that you balance the inner conflict and bring them into a friendship. So the things that you are worried about within yourself can be settled and brought into harmony or domestic harmony within. The more you learn from why you are discomforted inside of yourself, and I think you will find upon reflection it's not a you problem at all, really. It's about what it is that you're consuming as judgment and opinion and motivating forces outside of you. You're seeking, whereas you're being guided to put a pause to seeking and instead come back into being. What is it within yourself that you're overlooking? And what is it in yourself that you're underestimating? Once you restore balance within these two questions, but within yourself, you'll feel yourself renewed, almost re-empowered. That's the energy that I felt you guys shifting into, you see? Okay, so why is it important that they hear this message? Because it's going to help you to put an end to things that are only negative to your goal and ambition. Or it's going to help you to put a conscious and effective end to interferences that have no real reason to be interferences. They're only interferences because you're giving them power based on what you are allowing to internalize. In other words, consume. So this is saying you're recognizing what is no longer in positive alignment with you, whether this is beliefs, investments, actions, motivations, desires, or subconscious desires. And you are learning to open up to what is going to be better suitable for where it is that you are at in your growth within your career. So it's saying keep doing what you're doing. You shouldn't give up, no matter what anyone else outside of you is saying. As long as you are stable, as long as your needs are met, and as long as you are safe, I would say your balance is perfect. You're exactly where you need to be. Yeah. If anything, this is just a time where you're proving to yourself that you are capable, that you are worthy of what it is that you are wanting and what it is that you're setting your goals and ambitions around. You can achieve great things, is what this card says. So it says believe in yourself more, and this is where you're finding the empowerment that is needed to propel you forward into expansion. So what will happen as a result if you follow Spirit's advice at this time? That you will forget who you once were and walk into a life that is completely different and more complementary to the ambition and the version of yourself that you're becoming. Your past will no longer define you, and the things that have once triggered you or that could be triggering you in the moment will no longer have an impact on you, because you'll be in full confidence and faith of yourself, your capabilities, your potential, and also your future. So this is saying that you're going to develop a grace for what it is that you're going through, and you're going to see the preciousness of these stage development points, because that's what it is. It's just growing pains. If you wish to, there's a song called Growing Pains by Elisa Cara that might be a song that you guys can vibe with, because I just heard it playing. So yeah, Elisa Cara, Growing Pains, might have a further message for you guys, or might even give you a little bit of healing energy within the vibrations. This is also saying that you guys are here to lead your own direction based on your power of free will. If your power of free will is impacted or controlled by the validation of others outside of you, you will find yourself depleted, because you will find yourself building for the satisfaction of others rather than building for the satisfaction of true soul fulfillment. So this is saying as long as you're listening to your soul, you're being true to yourself and what is meaningful to you, the grace that is needed will be developed within you, and you will find yourself achieving all it is that you set yourself out to achieve. Pile number 1. So advice for meeting any challenges. wanting to grow and experience growing up. This is saying learn from what it is that you go through. Once again, it's all about development stages that you guys are moving through, and later on, once you overcome the challenges that you are faced with now, or the niggly obstacles and nuisances, you're going to see the true beauty is found in the growth rather than the end destination or the end creation. You know, it's like when we're painting a picture, pile number one, the fun isn't in the end of painting the picture. The fun is in painting it in the moment, being completely present. And this is what I feel like you guys are building a peace treaty with, which is the present moment, accepting things for what they are. That then releases any forms of resistance that creates the feelings of nuisances, challenges, stress, or blocks and restrictions or barriers. And you find yourself in complete control of yourself, able to live intentionally and able to live authentically. Those are the messages I have for you today, pile number one. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope this has come a positive service, and with all that being said, until next time, bye. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. We're going to pull out the reading that Spirit is guiding towards. The Spirit is guiding me towards for you guys. And the one that came out here is, how is justice working in your favor? So this is exciting. I've wanted to actually do this reading, so fun. For pile number two, please. How is justice working in their favor? Where is it that they're currently at? So we have investigate. I feel like you guys feel as though you guys have been alone, because that's what I got when I was first aligning to the energies while pulling the cards. You guys have been learning about everything. I think you guys are consciously catching up on all the information you've been retaining from the past month cycle. You guys have actually been accumulating an excessive amount of knowledge around a particular focus, and now you're kind of releasing yourself from an expectation that you once had that is allowing you to attract in new experiences, is what I see here, with the dragonfly being in the background, and this being a card that's based around attracting in wonderful news. So I see here that you guys have been discerning things extremely well. I think you guys have been paying closer attention and speaking less to listen more, is what I just heard. You guys have been thinking before you act, and you've been asking important questions that you would have once been really uncomfortable examining within yourself. You guys are getting real with yourself, I just heard. You guys are getting to the point, and you guys are learning to assert your will over your fear. Because what I'm seeing here is your fear, and I'm seeing this as your willpower, but not feeling strong enough to stand up to the fear. So I see here you guys could be overcoming a lot of once perceived obstacles, and that is part of your justice. You guys are starting to outgrow the challenges that once were, and you guys are becoming smarter than the environment that has tried to keep you confined. That includes everyone who has been in that space, if that is true to be the case. I see here you guys are about to receive karmic justice after a time of feeling shut out, secluded, isolated, alone, feeling like no one understands you, or feeling like you have to go about things alone. I think you have gone quite a long time without something that you were well deserved of, and now you are going to find yourself entering into a time period where you are able to reap the benefits from the independent action that you've already put in to initiate change. Does that make sense? Because we have 1010. With the number 28 being here and 19. 19 is independently setting out to create change. And 28 is bringing balance to the priorities within yourself that then shifts the responsibilities and renews the pathway moving forward. I also see here that you guys have let go of a lot of things that you no longer associate with, which is also affirming karmic justice coming towards you, because you've released all the dull and outdated things, and that the justice is that all the new and more well aligned or well adapted energies are coming toward. Does that make sense? In other words, I guess what I'm saying is that you guys are about to step into a whole new timeline where you're about to experience the polarity of what you've already been experiencing. So everything that has been challenging and difficult for you is going to end up flipping. And you're going to find serendipitous situations or energies come up for you that will provide you with problem solving equations, because I just saw math equations. And this time that you've spent with yourself in isolation has actually advanced your awareness of your intuition and your instinct, and also your intellect. So you've advanced as a human being, which is giving you this feeling of renewal, giving you the courage that you might feel as though you need to then stand up to the fears that are perceived or internalized as restrictions. So what's this about? The reason why you're getting this karmic justice is because you've done a lot of work to transform the partnership that you share with yourself. You've been learning to answer to your needs, nurture your dreams, nurture your traumas, and turn your weaknesses into empowered strengths, is what I just heard. I also think you're seeing your past in very different ways, and you're seeing how your past grew you rather than hurt you. I also think you have outgrown a lot of your own self-manipulation tendencies, or like, what would be the word? Self-sabotage, self-defeatist, self-punishing, self-harmful sort of tendencies. I think you guys are really highly evolved empaths or clairsentients, and I feel like you guys blamed yourself for a lot of the outcomes that you had witnessed others experiencing. But I think what you've really worked on to help heal yourself is no longer taking on burdens that don't belong to you, no longer people pleasing, no longer taking on responsibilities that aren't yours, and allowing people to learn from their own life experiences while you allow yourself to grow through yours. I think you're also learning how to love the past that you came from, and you've just been undoing a lot of negative things for yourself. It's like cleansing. So what is the justice that is going to come in for you guys moving into the next phase of life? What can they expect as justice for pile number 2, please? We have strong-headed, we have the catalyst, a guide for change, and then we have spell casting. Oh, we have rebuking painful endings, and we have bravery and courage. So I think you guys have purposely noticed how someone could have intervened, manipulated, corrupted, or even spellcasted on you guys, and you guys are undoing the karmic backlash that has come as a result of association with someone from your past, or from the manipulation of someone else on your own path. That's why you guys are receiving karmic justice. A lot of you are receiving karmic justice because you guys have been honest with your intuition and your heightened awareness of your instinctual guidance. And we have conversation, so you guys have been honest in every single exchange that you guys have been having, and this is what's bringing in serendipitous energy for you guys. Because you are true to yourself and to those around you, you have made people jealous of you, because you have turned out to prove yourself right in situations where other people did not want to see the truth, and as a result they ended up lacking progress because they purposely went against what you said. And that's another reason why you're receiving karmic justice. You're also just receiving karmic justice because of personal transitions that you saw yourself through independently, by reprioritizing, rebalancing your approach to life and your desires. You're extremely compassionate, and this is also why Spirit are supporting the higher polarity behind your experiences of what you've been going through. You're gonna experience the complete opposite. So in situations where people have not listened to you, disbelieved you, discredited you, put you down, all of that kind of sort of carry on, they're going to be seeing why they shouldn't have done that. And they're going to be seeing the other side, or the duality to their once perceived situation or understanding. Does that make sense? So yeah, expect unexpected fame. So if someone has like publicly put you down or spread a lot of rumors about you, all of that is going to be rectified. For those of you who have public platforms and someone tried to sabotage you or make you look bad or corrupt your reputation, that's going to be recorrected, because I mean, people can lie as much as they want, but at the end of the day, true character shows through. You know, and that's what I see here, and that's what you've been dedicated to, and that's why things are being rectified for you. You have been true to your morals, you've been true to your values, and that is why karmic justice is going to come and step into your situation and dish out what is deserved to where it needs to be brought to order. I mean, I guess because your guys' experiences are so vast, I can't be more specific than that, and it's the most generalized way that I can put it that you guys can understand and recognize take place. So what will karmic justice look like for those who did you wrong? They're going to experience a lot of disappointment and regret with not listening to you, or regret for the outcomes of their choices. You guys could also travel as a result of once being confined. So you're going to find expansion in areas where you felt most restricted. That could quite literally manifest in the form of travel. You could travel by air or by boat, by car. It doesn't really matter. They're all travel. So yeah, you guys could be traveling quite literally outside, or you could be traveling inside. And what I mean by that is astral projection. You could be experiencing a lot more dreams or hopes or results. So emotional detachment and taking time out to strategize. These people are going to feel emotionally detached from their life. They're going to feel unfulfilled, and they're going to feel like they can't really get in alignment with what it is that they're really wanting, which is going to kind of push them into a space where they have to strategize around their misalignments to then get into alignment, you know. They're going to lack support as a result of their misguided projections onto you as well. So what you've been feeling, they're going to feel, and they're going to feel like they're going to have to overinvest and overcompensate in their own work to get to a point of where you are. So know that what you're doing is worth it. Please don't try to focus on over perfectionizing things, because it will make you destroy what it is that you're creating before you can even allow that creation to be observed or admired by people outside of you. Know that what you produce and what you are capable of doing and what you put out is beautiful and amazing and unique as it is, and perfect as it is, and it will grow. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be a part of your karmic justice as well, in regards to what has been most pressing on your heart and your mind. Your personal authority will be re-empowered, so you'll find yourself feeling like no one else has control over you anymore, and that you are in full control of who it is that you are, where it is that you're going, and the impact or impressions you wish to leave. I also see here that people who have done you wrong recently are going to experience financial losses or financial failure. So they're going to lose more than what they invest, and that's going to be a result of their karmic justice. Astrology is going to become important for you moving forward. Pay attention to the astrological alignments, because you're going to be internalizing them differently and using them to prepare yourself for unpredictable things. So challenges that might come up will be averted by your awareness or attention to astrological alignments. This person or these people that have done wrong by you are also going to go through deep betrayals. It's deep wounds of betrayal because of how they betrayed you, pile number 2, and that is going to be a part of your karmic justice that you will see very, very clearly. It's going to be proven to you through the expression of the people that have done you wrong, and they're going to point out the abuse it is that they've been going through. It's going to be a humbling experience for them, and you guys are going to be witness to it. Yep, you guys are a psychic medium, and you guys have probably already predicted what is going to take place, which is going to prove itself to be true outside of what I could have made available to you today. So those are the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope this has come positive service, and with all that being said, until next time, bye guys. Pile number 3, hello and welcome. Let's go ahead and take a look at the spread that Spirit wish to share with us today. For pile number 3, please, Waidala. Thank you so much. What truth is being masked from you. So what is hidden from you, in other words? Pile number 3. Let's go ahead and take a look. See? Watch deck. These ones. So pile number 3 is guides, guardians, universe, energies, and service of the highest and greatest good. Tapping into the energies that reveal clarity, truth, wisdom, and understanding for what is being hidden from those of pile number 3. So let's take a look. Where is it that they recognize themselves to be? Sorry, I thought I dropped a card. Where is it that pile number 3 recognize themselves to be on their path and their journey within themselves in this time? So we have personal growth, we have happy ending, we have woman holding a coin, and we have adjacent possibilities. You guys are expanding your expectations. You guys are becoming more idealistic, more optimistic. You guys are becoming more creative, and you're expanding your mind. You guys have grown past a once perceived understanding of what stability and security means, and you guys have accessed a new understanding within yourself that is opening new doors. And please trust and believe that it's going to lead you to a better place than where you have been recently. That's the truth here. So what is hidden from pile number 3 at this time that Spirit wishes to highlight for them, for the viewers? Thank you. That you guys have been stuck behind comfort zones that have been holding you back, and you guys are ready to walk away from it. You guys could have also found yourself in your environments emotionally unavailable in the past, and you guys are ready to open yourself back up to emotional stimulation or exchanges. You guys are wanting to move past what it is that you've become used to. And I see here that something that is hidden from you is that you emotionally detaching from your comfort zone is what is actually motivating you past your comfort zone and what you are used to experiencing. That has been the driving and motivational force behind your growth right now. Something else is that you guys could have been at a conflict between distinguishing your intuition from your pride. And what you guys have been starting to notice is the indifference between pride and instinct and intuition. Your instinct is your nature, the nature within you that you are born with, that you then learn to civilize. Your intuition is your knowing without proof. Your problem-solving abilities, your expansion abilities, your ability to see beyond what you deem to be. So it opens you up, expands you. It helps you to connect and discern illusion from truth. Then you have your pride. Your pride helps to serve you in the 3rd dimension. So that's to do with facilitating identity, facilitating power, material, labels and definitions, identity. And what the pride will do is protect the survival of your 3rd dimensional experience. So all that you can associate that is not you but contributes to a persona. Then your intuition is something that operates and distinguishes all that is you from what is not you but projected onto you. It also helps you to navigate what is conditioned and programmed to what is nature and instinctual and what is natural. Does that make sense? That could have been a truth that was hidden from you, that is being highlighted here. So what is the importance of these messages being highlighted for pile number 3, please? The importance is that it's going to help you guys to break free of what's been holding you back from pursuing what it is that you truly desire from within yourself. You guys have already had creative inspiration into life directions that you guys haven't fully pursued yet or been taking seriously. Your inspiration, your hopes and your dreams, your ability to envision a possibility is your intuition, or at least your clairvoyance. It's giving you the ability to see what is possible. If you can't visualize it, it's not possible for the timeline that you're in. If you can visualize it, it means that you can structure or build towards the the achievement of what it is that you hold in your third eye, in your mind's eye. So we have spiritual partnership, and the sixth chakra coming out here is just continuing on from what I was saying and validating the energy that I was picking up on, is that your intuition has already been guiding you, and spirit has already been working with you to help you to see why this is so important. You guys probably already have an intuitive understanding why differentiating between the pride and the intuition and the instincts is so important for you at this time of your growth. Then you have anxiety in reverse. So yeah, in the past you guys could have been a little bit anxious pursuing what it is that you truly desire, but this is reaffirming to you that you guys have nothing to worry about, and that is the hidden truth. You have nothing to worry about. All it is that you're being guided to do is to step into creative action and to follow your own instinctual guidance or your better judgment, third eye. Also follow the wisdom that you've already gained from experience. You guys are very, very clever, and you have a very strong discernment ability, and you're very good at knowing how to apply yourself to support the outcome that you are desiring. You guys are very adaptable and very flexible, and these are skill sets that you can be applying right now that will help you to navigate through your life path, is what I heard. It's in fact something that is being guided to be done by your spirit guides with the doors to spirit here. You guys are going through an awakening of your capability, what needs to be accepted that was once something that you were in rejection of. This could even be the healing of around the necessity of ego in the third dimension to survive in your physical body. If you have the desire to survive, you have ego. That is the truth. If you have a desire to survive in this realm, you have ego. And that is a positive, healthy thing for the ego to do, is to send us into fight or flight response, which is not a complete bad thing. It can become harmful and it can become bad when we're not aware of it, or why the fight or flight response is in action. But once we become self-aware of why it is responding in that way, we usually are able to see our egos in much more positive reflections. If you don't have a reason or will to survive, that's called depression. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh for those of you who have been through depression or know someone going through that. It's not about laughing at that. It's more so I get confused at the outlook on why we should be killing our ego when we are here to survive in this form and in this physical reality. If you wish to be successful in the system, you must become disciplined over your ego, because the system requires the ego. Or in other words, the matrix. So what else is hidden from those who are viewing pile number 3 that they need to become aware of at this time? That balance is about to be restored to your environment. The more that you accept safety and authenticity or vulnerability with yourself, the more you're going to start to see situations and circumstances outside of you reflect back to you your safety and your security and your sustainability. And that is what's going to bring the most balance of all to yourself and to your life around you. This is also going to help put you into a position of feeling like you can finally lead your life through your desire. Like you're going to finally feel like you can have what it is that you want, even if it's not in the way that you once perceived it to be. You're surrendering to how things wish to grow for you, and rather than trying to control how things come into happen, instead you're moving with the flow of life and using how life manifests for you to the best of your ability, which is restoring domestic harmony. Because your perspective of life shifts from life is happening to me, and it's shifting into life is happening for me, so how is it that I can also work alongside life to make the best possible outcome for life and for myself? Does that make sense? And that is the ascension that you guys are going through, from what I've seen here with the door to spirit and also those cards that we've just touched on. So what is the advice that pile number 3 need to hear? We have woman holding a heart, we have communication, we have perseverance, and then we have abundance. Continue to focus on what is most meaningful to you and continue to speak integrally, which means with honesty, of the truth of what it is that you want, the truth of your love, the truth of who it is that you are, the truth of your morals, ambitions, where it is that you want to go, what it is that you've been through. And as you can see here, we have 3 divine numbers, 33, 44, and 88. And if anything, we have 444. So this is saying this is a divine change. It is well, I guess we can call it divine intervention. It is an alignment that was destined for you, and it is something that is overseen by the astrological or cosmic alignments. This is saying that you guys are going to find synchronicities pointing you in life directions. So you're going to have a lot of angel numbers repeating for you. And this is saying, listen to the truth of your heart and follow it. Be wise in your discernment when pursuing it in the physical realm. But you are going to find most of your richness and fulfillment is going to come from your internal experience of life rather than the external flaunt of material possession. You are rich, and it's because you are a rich person within yourself, within your essence, within your nature, and within your morality. And because you are living so truthfully by that and persevering by that, even in the face of what has been sent in odds of what you are disciplined in, you are manifesting like what it is that you have been hoping for, with 88 being here. So continue to stay true to yourself, and the more you stay true to yourself, the more goodness you are going to start to see manifest for you moving into your next cycle. You're also going to find the universe is going to be giving you very clear signs, like repeating numbers, money, opportunities, types of people, and types of life circumstances that highlight your special talents or your skills, or what you're here to be doing. Pile number 3. So advice for you guys moving forward is to stay disciplined in self-love. Find reasons to appreciate yourself and find reasons to appreciate what you come to know about yourself. This is going to help you to understand why it is important that you keep providing what you are naturally gifted in. Does that make sense? Like, if you have a gift and you're not sure why it's so valuable, but everyone thinks it's valuable about you, come to learn to accept it within yourself, and then you're going to understand why it's so valuable that you keep living in this gift of yours, or you keep living in your authenticity, because it provides much more value than what you are appreciating within yourself right now, that you are going to come to recognize. So those are the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope this comes a positive service, and with all that being said, until next time. Hello, pile number 4, and welcome to your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here today. We're going to go ahead and take a look at what Spirit wish to speak on for you guys today. I just heard you guys aren't wrong about something. So if you guys have been contemplating something or been questioning something like repeatedly, you're not wrong, or at least you're on the right train of thought. We'll put it that way. What has you overwhelmed and how to navigate through it? Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that, but let's go ahead and jump into it. Pile number 4. Just picking up the cards here. So what else is available in the energies for you guys? I don't know what that is. Why do I? I see fire inside the mountains. I see fire burning the trees. I see fire following souls. I see fire burning the trees. That's Ed Sheeran, I See Fire. What's going on, guys? Have you guys been in... What is this about? You guys are feeling disconnected? Why? Because you feel like you can't control your life's events. I see. You guys have been seeing a lot of low vibrational things and negative experiences that are being shared within the collective, and it's bringing you guys down. It's making you guys grieve things. And you guys could be feeling discouraged, let down, or you guys actively feel yourselves losing hope. That's why you guys are told that you're not wrong, because no, you're not. You are seeing these bad things, and yes, they are a reality, but the invitation here is to accept what brings you discomfort, because as soon as you start to accept it, you start to remove the resistance, and resistance is usually the seed that encourages suffering, you see. So yes, you were right, but you also have the power to move out of the lower vibrational experience of your circumstance, which means that there's a higher perspective on offer for you guys that you have yet to see yet. And that means there is still a gift here for you that you guys have to look forward to. So let's go ahead and see, what is the importance of this highlighted focus? What is the issue? You guys are feeling disconnected from the truth of yourself and your true value. This is because you're surrounded by people that don't value the truth of who it is that you are. If you have found yourself in places where you feel undervalued, you're giving too much of your value to places and people that do not deserve it. Pile number 4. And I sympathize with you, because you will find that the best of you is your authenticity, which means you are going to have to build boundaries around how it is that you show your authenticity to the places and people where you feel most discomfort. This is also saying, as advice, if this is resonating with you and hitting you, this is saying transform the way it is that you approach subjects that you need to communicate about, but evolve the way you address them. Evolve the way it is that you perceive the heaviness of them, and understand that everything, even now, is temporary. Nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary, which means everything has a reason and everything has a purpose. And if the individual is choosing to look for the bad in the situation, that's exactly what they will pick up on. If the individual is choosing to see the good that has come out of the bad, then that is exactly what they will embody and support into being. Moving forward, that is the progressive way. The stagnating way is being a victim to what is outside of control, and instead empowering self by controlling oneself. Truth, number 44. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what is the true conflict that you guys are struggled with right now. What is the true conflict that pile number 4 are trying to navigate? Understanding why things are crazy. And learning how to accept the craziness and nurture yourself through it. That is the true issue here. So what is blocking you from doing this? Letting go of what is no longer a positive service to you, with the attachment coming out here. Letting go of past versions of yourself. Letting go of focuses that are outdated and stunt your creativity. Letting go of beliefs and feelings that you attach to circumstances that will free the energy up. Does that make sense? You're still learning the true power of your understanding, your crown chakra, pile number 4. And you're learning how that, how can I put this? You're learning the true value or true prosperity and true abundance that comes out of life experience. And you have yet to recognize how powerful your ability to understand possibilities through understanding yourself. Does that make sense? So if you've got things and you're witness to things that are shifting you in negative ways, it's asking you to see why. Ask yourself, why am I paying attention to these things, and what good can I contribute to it? If you have no good that you can contribute to it, it's not a focus that you need to have right now. And this is the power of understanding that you're gaining, and that you are going to integrate and use to control where it is that you're going in life, and how it is that life outside of you affects your internal balance. It's all based on perception, permission. Permission of perception. If you can control your perception, you can control the permission of what affects you, pile number 4. And that's something that you're returning power to. This is something that you are releasing fear from and re-embodying. Okay, so why is this important for them? Because it's going to help you to bring balance to the inner conflicts that you guys have had between your inacceptance of indifference and your acceptance of indifference. Does that make sense? This is what is releasing the burdens around your heart chakra, as well as the burdens around what has been stressing you. And you're starting to look to deeper reasons or deeper services that can come out of the completion of something that first seems really bad. You're starting to see how everything is perfect as it is and how things can be a blessing in disguise. You're seeing how there's a time for everything. This keeps coming up. I don't know why. There is a time for everything, and you're still discovering why everything is necessary. Even the bad. Even the bad. As horrible as that may seem. It's like something that came up was for a wild example that might have nothing to do with you, but out of death comes the awareness of why life is so important and why it should be looked after and how it is that we can look after it better, you know. This is what teaches true spiritual maturity. So what is the advice for pile number 4 when navigating this situation? Is to trust that you guys are learning from your experiences, and it's teaching you more wisdom about your third eye chakra, or the more wisdom about clarity and disillusionment and tradition. Truth and clarity. And the more you prioritize learning about your own third eye, your own forms of what you have brought disillusionment to within yourself, the more it's going to steer you in a direction of learning how to attract more abundance in your life. For example, you could be people who are going to set out and what you've become disillusioned to, you are going to incorporate into what it is that you do, providing you with an expansion that opens more doors. For others of you, this talks about unexpected changes that come from you making choices that is guided by your intuition. And the more you follow your intuition, the more the universe is going to provide you with abundance or forms of abundance that will prove to you that you guys are on the right path. You guys have moved through so much already, and I keep getting lost in this energy, like I really do. I keep becoming ungrounded, which could be a sign. Yeah, it could be a sign and a message that you guys have been really stuck in the mental realm recently, and you're being asked to become more grounded by being compassionate with your thought form patterns, your expectations on yourself, on life, and also on how things should be. Yes, there might quite literally be a way that life should be, and you might be right that life is not the way that it should be right now. But this is saying that you have the ability to come into alignment with how life should be, to then lead by example. And that's what you're being guided to do. Pile number 4. So how can you guys navigate in the best possible way your soul journey? Allow things that don't align with you to come to a complete end. Move away from all that is not an authentic reflection of what is most meaningful to you, what is in alignment with your purpose, what is in alignment with your authentic truth, or what is in alignment of justice and discipline. Allow yourself to confront your fears rather than being tempted by them. You'll know the difference because when you confront your fears, you outgrow them, which means they no longer have an emotional response of fear or a nervous reaction. Instead, you'll feel empowered knowing that your fear is something that is growing you, you know. And you feel empowered by it because you know that you're making progress by becoming the challenger to your challenges. And when you do this, it will free up your ability to follow your dreams, because just perhaps, pile number 4, some of the fears it is that you do have need to be confronted, because it's going to teach you lessons that are going to help you to really actualize the true dreams and desires it is that you do have. And sometimes the absolute worst is a necessity as a catalyst for positive change. And sometimes that's why the worst is highlighted, so that it can be learned from and averted, changed. So not everything bad is always bad, pile number 4. And that's something that you guys are going to start to incorporate into your day-to-day life. Not everything that first appears as bad is bad. And sometimes they are blessings in disguise. So what do you have to look forward to as a result of navigating this? Victory, overcoming all that has been holding you back, all that has been weighing you down, all that has been stifling blinding your ability to see the true perfection of life, for all of its stages and all of its forms and all of its manifestations. You are going to succeed in all it is that you set your mind to, and you are going to overcome what you feel like is outside of your own control, because you take control of yourself. What else, please? Yeah, and as a result, you guys are going to find a lot more happiness, a lot more healing, and you're going to feel a lot more freedom to go after what it is that you desire to truly experience. Those are the messages I have for you today, pile number 4. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope this has come a positive service, and until next time.